Hi everyone, so it's May 8th, and I'm going to go ahead and just give you guys an update. I planted some tomatoes into some pots. It was the leftover tomatoes that didn't end up going in the ground. um, the tomatoes I expected to actually plant in other places, they decided to go to an event called Tomato Mania, which is a pretty cool event. They sell mostly hybrids, exotics. That's where you can get all the Cherokee purples, the chocolate tomatoes, the reds, the black zebras, the green stripes. They're all hybrids, so I ended up being left over with a ton of Romas and San Manzanos, which is fine with me, but I just had to find a place to put them. So as you can see, I planted a bunch of this is 10 tomatoes, 10 pots. These are about 1 gallon, 1.5, 2 gallons pots. Now these ones will require more water. They'll also need more frequent feedings. They're also going to need some cages. Now feed, since I've heard about it, and I heard it actually works, is actually using vacuum fluff. So that's what I'm actually going to feed these ones. Since I do have 10 extra, I might as well give it a experiment a little bit with everyday products or everyday waste that you produce just in your own home, how it you could possibly use it in your garden and recycle versus sending it off to a city dump. Now, vacuum fluff is it's mostly dust, cat hair, pet hair, human hair, dry skin, dead flaky skin, which is all high in nutrients. There's a lot of calcium in human skin, especially dry, flaky, dusty skin, and hair from your pets. Not really sure what's in it, but I heard it's good. So I just went ahead and planted these the standard way, just straight down to the bottom of the pot. So the root ball is actually way at the bottom here. It's not in the middle, it's at the bottom. And so this is all stem. I went ahead and used a mixture of potting soil. It's a super soil potting soil, and also mixed in with a little bit of compost. And once a week, what I'm going to do is feed it with the vacuum fluff. I don't have any now, so I have to go vacuum the house and and empty the container out into the pots. And the vacuum fluff, if you water it as often as you're supposed to, it should actually dissolve within a week's time, or within every time that you end up reapplying. So the tomatoes, this is week 3. I planted on the 15th. Yeah, 15th of April. Yeah, so about week 3. Today I planted some catnip, a couple cayennes, the 4 baby cayennes, 3 habaneros, the world's hottest chili, and a couple bell peppers, and also it's called a cherry pepper, the girl size of cherries, but they're really potent, bright red, look like cherries. They do very well, they're easy to grow. And the tomatoes, this is for 3 weeks, it's not too bad. They're a little slow, but they're doing pretty good compared to the hybrids that other people have purchased. Theirs is half the size of mine. Mine actually seem to be taking a better root. Still a little slow in the growing because the sun still hasn't fully shifted over yet. It's still a little bit on the south end. Once the summer does really kick in, the summer equinox or summer solstice, the sun will be directly above me. So that's a perfect, and that's usually around June. So these will get, at most right now, just the bare minimum 6 hours of sun a day. Once the summer solstice happens, it will be on average 8 to 9 hours of sun a day, which is when they produce fruit, so it's perfect. Cages, I'm actually not very happy with them. These are supposed to actually lock into place, but they just collapsed. So I went in and contacted the maker. I've used them in the past. They're really good cages. And the ones I got last year, the arms actually held better. These ones are very flimsy, so I contacted the maker and they're going to send me replacement arms. They apologize profusely, and thanks to my YouTube channel, you know, that was kind of a push for them. Like, hey, I'm going to give you some bad publicity if you guys don't get this right. So it worked. And over here, the grapes are doing well. I got some fruiting tree or tree soaker lines. I installed those. Reason for that being is the roots really do expand all the way out, so giving it a better coverage of watering, not just on the root ball but surrounding areas. Not only will that help, you know, support worm life, but also reach out to the roots that are expanded beyond the root ball for better aeration. So, still need to get the double curtain. As you can see, this thing just keeps growing. It's getting taller and taller. It's taller than me by now. Got another succulent. This is a pretty gnarly looking one. This is an agave Confederate rose. Let me see what I can do with that. See what kind of flowers I can get off of it. And onions are doing fantastic. Planted some basil here on the corner and some jalapenos along the front. Now, I just can't wait for this onion guy to get bigger. Just really want to pick it. It's a nice thickness. And that's all for now. The backyard, I still don't have soil for the planters. I slightly miscalculated. I thought it was only going to be 50 square feet, but what I didn't account for was cubic feet. Since it is 10 feet by 5 feet by 3 feet tall, it's actually going to take more soil than I expected. My budget for it was only for $300 to fill it. Now it looks like it might be somewhere between the range of $500 and $600 to fill it. That's pretty fucking pricey. But I'm gonna do it. I'm not too concerned because of the season is already going. It's not too late. When it comes to raised beds, you can actually grow all year round. That's the reason why it's raised beds, and that's why people like to use them so much, is because they're raised so that the soil retains more heat, and since it's already in a spot that gets full sun winter and summer, it doesn't really matter. As soon as I can get some soil in there, I get some plants in there, and hopefully it'll be my year-round plot. So that should be cool. One thing I'm going to do this year differently, I'm going to actually build a PVC greenhouse. It's going to be about 2 feet wide and about 3 to 4 feet high, and I'm going to cover that with greenhouse tarp. Go ahead and pin it in. I'm also going to add a couple fans in it, one on each end, one blowing fresh air in, one removing the air out. That way there's good circulation, there's no mold. It's going to help dry out the soil, and circulates the air. Alright, and finish off with the rosemary bush. I love this bush. It's fantastic. Just grows and grows and grows and grows. And a kitty. Hey, monkey. Alright, well, I hope everyone has a great Mother's Day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.